What is going on? A brief preface to today's Watch Book Club. I am wearing the Leonidas CP1 on wrist, flyback chrono. Love the thing. This is a traditional watch book review with an asterisk because today's episode is in fact sponsored by Zaf from classicwatch.com. What does that mean? What does that look like? Well, origin story. I bought the Vintage Military Wristwatches book, a guide for the collector from classicwatch.com, did a review of it. We tried to work out a discount code situation. Just so happens that his pricing on his website is already discounted from Amazon. There's no more discount to go. So every now and then you're going to have that type of situation. There's not a lot of margin on watch books from people who are self-publishing. Perfectly okay, perfectly fine. It's an amazing book. Had a great review of it. Many of you saw it. Well, turns out Zap, he also saw it, said, "Hey D, do you want to review my JLC book?" I was like, "Yes, sir. I would love to review that book." So he shipped it to me for free. So I am in possession of this book at no cost to myself. What does that mean? I am still going to review it as normal. The reality is that sponsored videos, you have to be careful with when you're a content producer, and certainly when you're a viewer of things. The reality is this series of mine is about flipping open a book so you can see it, so you can literally see what's inside the book, what you're getting when you buy. You could practically watch these videos on mute and get the same amount of value. You will miss my pithy comments and bit of comedy, but the goal is to show you what's inside the book because, as you know, we don't get to see books in the bookstore anymore. They're just not showing up in bookstores. So, do I love this book? Yes. Would I love it if I bought it? Yes. Do I love it twice as much because I got it free? Yes. Absolutely yes. But it has all of the core components of what I love in a watch book. If you've been following the series, you'll recognize that. Plenty of pictures, multiple angles, the deets, the specifics, and a little bit about the watch so that it can enable me to hunt the watch effectively if I'm going out to market to buy it. I do not like coffee books. I just don't. They have a place in the pantheon of purchasable things. It's just not my cup of tea. I don't need a bunch of pretty pictures. What I need is intel. And this book, just like that book, provides it. But as someone who's out here in the YouTube space, I owe it to you, the viewer, to disclaim things. Like when things are coming along, normally we would do some kind of giveaway. But these books are precious already. You're getting 400 and 500 pages of stuff. There's no margin for these authors who are doing it, right? They're oftentimes selling it at or near cost to get the word out there, to get the work out there. So if there was an opportunity for margin, I would totally do it. It just so happens that these are already so well priced for what they are that, dang, it's just a pleasure to share in it. And I happen to be just one outlet, one media outlet, who's taken an interest in sharing it with you. So with that all put out there, that all said, let's hit the deck and check it out. The first rule of Watch Book Club is, of course, you must buy watch books. The second rule of Watch Book Club is watch my videos before you go out and buy one. The third rule of Watch Book Club is every now and then you're going to get a fancy one, and you need to protect it from the wood paneling with the Hobby of Hours gaming mouse pad. This is my second review of a book from author Zaf Basha. This one is his JLC book. He is, of course, the owner-operator of the website classicwatch.com. Got turned on to him from my buddy Scott at Watch History. Amazing vintage watches for sale over there. But also, he's documented his history, his experience, his knowledge in a pair of books. You saw my review of the other book he did, the one on vintage military wristwatches, epically good. And here we have the one on JLC, made to look like, let's get up in his business, made to look like a vintage JLC watch box. Look at that! We got gold foil on the side. This is easily the fanciest book I have ever owned, Zaf. Well done. All right, basics. What we always like to do first, give me a page count. We're a little over 404, whatnot. I'm so glad I have it on the mouse pad. It's so beautiful. I'm sure it would be fine otherwise. I just didn't want to take a chance. It is robusto, but thumbing through, we have an amazing number of case code, calibers, etc., crown, stem parts, and some notes. And then all of that picture goodness, even some vintage JLC advertisement insert shots, and the photo of, oh, I didn't know they released that one. I have not gone through page by page. I usually will do a fairly, oh wow, okay, I think here we have our inspiration right there. Epically gorge. Could you imagine getting a watch box like that compared to what we usually get these days? My goodness. All right, wait a minute, let me go back there for a second. Oh, one like that. What was that? Where is that? Okay, is that a book? That was a book. I thought it was a watch box. Oh, the Geophysic box. Geophysic box. Oh my gosh, to use your words. Geophysic box. Jubilee book boxes. Let's see, wow. Dang. Epically gorgeous. And this is what we want in our watch books. We want tons of pictures and some intel. We need to get our intel. Look, you're going to see watches in these books, and you're going to learn things that you simply will not learn from watching YouTube videos or the internets at large. But again, the purpose of these Watchbook Club episodes is so that you can get a look at, oh, LeCoultre World Timer, brilliant. You can get a look at the book before you buy it so you can know what's inside, because as we've learned, oh, is that Dirty Dozen? Yep, Dirty Dozen. As we've learned, you cannot, oh, I didn't know they had a Weems. JLC, making the Weems. This stuff, Zaf already did the research. He got all this paperwork. You're not going to see and learn this kind of stuff from the internet at large. Oh, I really like that one. You're just not. That's why one of the major sources of horological knowledge sharing and gaining in knowledge is indeed from watch books. Beautiful. Epic. I am trying to persuade him to come on the channel and do a live stream with me so I can get to learn about his watch journey, how he got into this, his watch business, the classicwatch.com, and what it took him. How long did it take him to make these books? Amazing. I really ought to look up that one viewer who I certainly teased him enough when he expressed in a comment, D, no one reads a book that way. Do it front to back. All right, this is for you. I'm going to look up that comment, and then I can do a toast, not a roast, but a toast to that viewer, because there has to be someone else out there who prefers that I thumb through this way. Ooh, Bruda. There is a watch to, oh wow, look at that. That's gorge. Guess what? Never knew it existed until just now. I usually will have a glass of vino and a shark plate when I go through my watch books at night, because I enjoy doing that. And it's just a nice compliment to the vino. Although I have to keep the vino away from this baby. Have no fear, Zap. I will keep it away from your baby. This book is amazingly good. Go to his website, link in the description, and click on the books section if you want to purchase this book or the other book. And if there's a comment section there, tell him your boy D sent you. Zaf, thank you so much, sir, for sending in this book. It's it's epically beautiful, sir. And it is certainly a welcome addition to the Hobby of Hours horological bookshelf library. I think I do want to put in my will that all of my watch books will go to a local library, but I'm going to insist they put a plaque up on the on the bookshelf. The Hobby of Hours Horological Society. I don't know, I'll come up with a fancy name for it. If you have a good name for it, drop it in the comments. Otherwise, I hope the review are on this wonderful, beautiful hobby of ours. You're buying watch books, you're enjoying our watches, you're learning a bit, sharing in the fun, sharing in the hobby, and we will catch you in the next one. Peace. If you'd like to support the channel, head over to hobbyofhours.com. We've got artwork, coffee mugs, hats, t-shirts, and even a watch book. 1001 Watch Designs, Volume 1. Over 1,000 designs in here. Steampunk, super futuristic, kaleidoscope, even super real ones. Watches that you could probably put on your wrist today. It's a great way to support the channel. Thanks for coming along on the ride.